I still don't have an intro, but who needs one? Hey everybody, this is Owlsley Sprocket here, and today I'm playing Warsword Conquest, a Warhammer Fantasy-esque mod for Mountain Blade Warband. This mod is huge, it adds a ton of new factions, most of which are the different races from Warhammer Fantasy. It's a totally different map, it adds guns to the game, it adds all sorts of weird monsters to the game, it adds new types of quests, new items, and magic. And today, that's the part we're going to be focusing on most, is the magic aspect. So yeah, I put a pretty good amount of time into the mod originally, and a thought came to me. A couple of thoughts of, what are the silliest armies you can make using this mod? And today, I want to test how powerful magic in this game can be. And the best way to do that is, obviously, quantity over quality. That's right, how many wizards can I put into a single army and how effective is it? So, let's start a new game. Here we go. Welcome adventurer to Warsword Conquest. And before you can start playing the game, you must create a character. To begin, select your character's species or race. So I've already thought about this to create the best character to have our adventures with. So we're gonna put in a male human in the Tsardom of Kislev. Now obviously, this is not the real backstory of our character. This is what we're saying to any officials that ask us, because otherwise we'd probably get executed for heresy or something of the like. But our lie is currently that we were born in the snowy Tsardom of Kislev, the front line of civilization against the terrible threat of the north. Life is hard, and so are the people of Kislev, who fight the realm of chaos and the northern trolls on a daily basis. Famed for their winged charges and disciplined archers, the armies of Kislev will stand unflinching against all those who try and claim the land that is theirs by right. You were born years ago in the land of the bear and ice magic. Our father was a boyar. As part of Kislev's determined aristocracy, your father exuded both charm and ruthlessness, a cold-hearted warmth unique to someone who lived for a long time, has been in charge of people who reside at the very edge of life itself. No harsh winter or Norscan horde ever broke his will, forever steadfast and hopeful in the face of certain implacable and purging death. We became a hearth hand, marked by the hard labor of keeping your home functional, helping your mother cook, maintain the fire, and repair the house. Was that your sole refuge against the cold wills of angry gods? And then... oh fuck, I forgot what the next one is. Give me a second. Yes, of course, the loss of a loved one. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. All you can say is that you couldn't bear to stay, not with the memories of those you loved so close and so painful. You can adventure and ride to your destiny. Now, Mountain Blade obviously allows for you to quit without saving, or allow you to quit without saving. Because this mod does crash occasionally, I'm going to allow me to quit without saving. Also, I'm using some different mods, so obviously there could be issues, so I need to be able to quit without saving. We start with some items. We enter our name, distribute our attributes, skill, and weapon points. Alright, first things first. We have to say hi to our new character that we're going to be doing this with. And that is, of course, the most powerful wizard to ever walk the earth. Darius Folsom. An extremely powerful wizard, one of the strongest in existence. Now, Darius Folsom has an interesting backstory because Darius had magic, technically, but Darius was well known for being very charming and very strong, and wearing armor and wielding huge weapons, and having the flex of being able to cast magic whenever he wants to. Whether or not he actually uses magic all that often doesn't matter, because he's going to have 15 charisma, 14 strength, and then 7 agility and intelligence. That's perfectly fine. And then we want his leadership to go all the way up to 5, because he's a very inspiring individual. And then the other thing we want is Iron Flesh, so that he has a bit more survivability. 55 health. Now, as far as weapons go, honestly, the thing about weapon skills in Mountain Blade is I've always found that they're a very minor thing. So I'm just going to put them into throwing, because usually that's the one you level up the least. And also, in a minute, we're going to fix it anyways. And let's get a good randomized character to be Darius. Here we are, Darius Folsom. What a handsome lad. He's got his little scar on his face from, I don't know, if if you know who Darius Folsom is because you were in the same adventuring party as him, I'll leave it to you to remember what in the world caused Darius to get a scar. But this is him, in much lighter armor than he's used to, but that's okay. Let's press done. Now, we live in the old world, lands torn between rival kingdoms and races. Alright, we're going to start in Outdoor, because it's the easiest one, because we are humans, and in case you don't know a little bit about this mod, if you're a human, typically any of the Order factions are friendly towards you, but even at character creation, all the Chaos stuff, all the Skaven, all the Orcs are hostile. So, not good to start in those places. Outdorf is nice and center, and has a lot of big cities around it, so we want to go to Outdorf and begin our adventure. Here we are in Outdorf. So, we've got the entirety of the old world around us. It's very cool. Oh, I'm traveling on the map. That's okay. Go right there. That's fine. As we take a little look around. So yeah, we have Middenheim, Marienburg, we have the whole Empire. We've got the Vampire Counts over here. We've got some Dwarves. Green skins all over the place. A couple different types. I believe these are Savage Orcs down here versus regular greenskins. We've got Vampires and Skaven. We've got High Elves over... Where is Ulfwyn? There's Ulfwyn. Here's where all the High Elves live. We've got Dark Elves over here. We've got, I believe this is Nippon over here. And Albion with some Chaos Dwarves. We got a whole loaded map, and we're going to see a lot of it. Now, one thing that we're going to start with is we need to get Darius Folsom a little bit stronger. There are a lot of ways to do this, obviously. We've got some iron and grain, a tunic we can sell. Let's start by doing those things. Let's go and sell some things in Outdoor. Go to the marketplace, go to the arms merchant, and we just want to sell off the iron and the tunic. 179 gold. We have 670 gold. That's almost nothing for what we want to do. Because here's the thing about this game and this mod. Things are pretty expensive. Because wizards can only be recruited in taverns. So we need to stop at taverns a lot. Wizards usually cost like 1,700 gold. So how are we going to get that much money? Well, the answer's simple. We are simply going to cheat. I'm using cheats for this because it will make it a lot easier to show off. Obviously, you could do this whole thing without cheats. You just have to build up enough money and enough character levels to make this work. But cheats are going to make this a lot faster to get together and also edit and record and actually get done. So, I'm going to press Control X, and oh no, we've suddenly gained 1,000 gold. And if I just press it a few more times, we have even more gold. That one will be helpful just because it'll help us afford our armies. But the big one is over here in the character screen. If I press the same button, we level up. We gain 1,000 experience. And I can use that basically to bring us up to a high level. One thing to remember is that Mountain Blade does break if you bring your character above level 25 by cheats. So we're going to bring him to level 19. And then put him close to level 20. That way, there's no chance of me breaking the game. But look at this, I have 18 attribute points, 18 skill points, and 180 weapon points. We won't be able to use all of those, and that's fine. But number one important skill is bringing Charisma to 24, and then I want to bring my Strength up to, yeah, we'll do 21, and then I'll put 2 more points into Intelligence, because Intelligence helps us get a few more skill points. And obviously, Leadership, we need to bring that up to 8. We need to bring Iron Flesh up to 7, that's pretty good for now. Power Strike, so we can kill things better in melee. Some more riding, so we can ride better horses. And then we want to get some pathfinding for party speed. We don't need inventory management, so we won't do that. Persuasion, very helpful. And I guess we'll have 1 point of willpower, so we can cast magic. And then I'm just gonna pump all the weapon points into these until I max them out as far as I can go, so I'll just get that done real quick. Alright, with 32 weapon points to spare, we've filled everything up to 60. There's no point in pushing it past that, honestly, in my opinion, because you can increase them regardless. So that's good. So we're now a level 19 Darius Folsom. But we've seen that Altdorf, unfortunately, doesn't have any sort of... You've gained 2 right to roll. Oh, good for us. Altdorf, unfortunately, does not have any good wizards available for sales / hiring / whatever you want to call it. So instead, let's get some equipment. So let's see. The rules on magic in this game is you want to stay under 23 encumbrance, if that's possible. So I'm just going to do some buying and selling real quick, see what I can get. Alright, Darius Folsom has been equipped. He's got a bunch of good armor, including this fancy nice hat, which gives me 33 head armor for a single pound, and everything else is stupidly heavy. These gauntlets aren't great, but they're better than nothing. He's got a 2-handed sword and a spear, which is very good. He's got a horse now, great news. He's got some good legs, and a bunch of food. Now, that is phase 1 of Darius's journey done. Next thing we have to do is go to every town. Now again, I have some cheats available, so this makes it much faster. Instead of taking the amount of time it would travel to Middenheim, I can control left click, and we show right up at the Middenheim's door. Perfect. And we will head inside to Middenheim. And let's see if anyone is available in the tavern. Sadly, there was no one available there, but I was just reminded of another thing we can do while we're in Middenheim. We want to enter the arena. Now this is another really cool thing that this mod adds, which is if we go to the Tournament Master and just talk through his normal dialogue, we'll say we want to give our bruises some time to heal. If I tell him I want some new combat skills, I can learn Dodge, Ignore, Pain, and Mighty Blow. Now these are skills that a lot of the NPCs know, and for the most part, their abilities are stronger. But for a low price of 16,000 gold, I can get all 3. Now, what that means is that Dodge gives me a chance based on my athletics and my agility, I think, to just fully ignore attacks. Ignore Pain reduces the damage I take, and Mighty Blow gives a chance to do even more damage. So very, very nice indeed. Definitely nice stuff to have. But I need to go around and find some wizards. So I'll catch up with you guys once I've done that. Alright, so far no such luck finding some wizards. I've been to a bunch of different places. But I did find a potion seller, which is pretty cool. This is something that this mod adds, is a bunch of different potions that basically give you some very helpful little benefits. So I'm going to use this to get a potion of curing and some healing potions. That way I don't have to cheat all the time. I can try and use potions to do that for me. And a potion of knowledge, which is also not cheating. And yes, a potion of toughness. Potion of disguise will be very helpful, actually. And just to make sure I can cover... Oh, look, I just found 8,000 gold sitting on the floor. Alright, now let's continue searching for wizards. I'm taking a quick break from mage hunting, because it's taken me quite a bit of time at this point, to go and do a little bit of fighting. 39 Skaven versus 1 man on a horse with a polearm. Let's see who wins, shall we? Alright, now I just want to double check. Unfortunately, this polearm that we got is not a lance, which means it is vastly inferior, but it should still do pretty well against Skaven. After all, Skaven aren't that strong. So, alright, that is 1 Skaven down. It's been about 5 minutes, it feels like. But we've taken down 2 Skaven, my horse is at 2/3 health. This is going to be totally fine. And the horse is dead, and now the Vermintide kills us. Alright, as it turns out, taking on 39 Skaven with just a single man with not even a real lance is not very effective. So, first things first, here we go, a balanced lance. That should be, unlike this weapon, a lance. So let's give that a shot. There we go. First enemy casualty was much faster this time. However, they're doing much better at shooting my horse this time, so that's not quite as good. Oh, I was shot by a gunner. Oh well. Alright, instead I'm going to ignore those Skaven this time, and continue with my mage hunting journey. Alright, it seems that we've been found by 4 beastmen while I was camping out. I was just testing to see if maybe the issue is actually that they need time to reset the taverns to have them respawn. And that definitely could be the case, but it's only been like a day of resting. So we'll see if that helps. There we go. Nice and easy. And yeah, you can see there that the beastmen themselves actually do have ignore pain, so they're pretty good at surviving, but not that good. And we can leave everything because, here's the thing, we don't need money. Alright, that went so well, in fact, that I'm just going to go around and use my time of waiting for taverns to spawn by just tearing apart little bits and pieces of armies that I find. Because there are, like, just roaming armies that you can find that are 70 Chaos Marauders, and while that sounds like a lot for a single person to fight, the thing is they have 0 ranged attacks. Like, these guys have 0 ranged attacks. So Lance is very strong against them. As you'll see, yeah, that's 107 damage. Nothing will survive 107 damage. Well, maybe a named character will, but definitely not a nameless Marauder. Also, Mighty Blow makes everything that much stronger. 174 damage that time. Yeah, this is... this is a level 19 character, so obviously very strong, but still, the amount of damage here is fantastic. There we go. Easy win. So yeah, I'm just gonna go around and I'll cut back to you guys once I finally found a wizard or something else of note happens. Aha! So, it's taken me forever, but I finally found possibly a wizard? Oh. Unfortunately, he's not actually a wizard I can hire. Oh, I need to complete 10 tournaments. Well, that's very easy, so maybe we'll work on that in the meantime. But that's kind of annoying because I thought I had finally found a wizard. Apparently not. Oh well, I guess that adds another thing that we can do to get even more magical magical power, which would be very, very handy. Ooh, and it's time for a Raffle Stomp. So, I was about to fight some random Chaos Warriors when all of a sudden it looks like the Empire showed up. Karl Franz and his entire Reichsguard cavalry force showed up to, assist me with these 7 Chaos Warriors. I don't think I'll be able... I think my objective is to see if I can kill one of them before the rest of the Empire Knights wipe them out. There, I got 1 kill. I'll take it. Yeah. The cavalry tide just won that. Wow, what a difficult battle. Now, while I'm up here in Marienburg, I actually do want to show something else I can do, which is in the special menu, the town activities menu, you can buy a ship. Ships are really, really strong in this mod, because usually you have to use set river crossings, which are much slower to travel in the water. But if you have a boat, then whee! Woohoo! That's right, 17.7 speed. Nearly impossible speeds to reach in the regular base game. But if you have a boat, that's regular speed, baby. We got some zombie pirates over there, that's fine, we can ignore them because we have a super boat. And the best part is, you don't have to remember where your boat is. If you go to any town, you can spend 0 time having the boat magically arrive there, as if you pulled it out of your pocket, or through a portal, or some other means that you would use to summon a boat. You know, normal boat things. Alright, I am actually gonna take a bit of time to hire an NPC, because first of all, it will give me a second person to fight alongside, which I really don't need, but it'll be handy because I can give them very useful skills, which I can show you in just a moment. If I click on all Katya here, and then go to what can you tell me about your skills, I can do the same level up trick with Katya, and bring her up to, let's say, level 19 as well. We'll give her level 18. That's fair. Now, obviously, I could turn her into a super powerful warrior, but instead, what I'm actually going to do is buff her intelligence all the way to 22. Because, using that, I can basically use her to just heal us on the side, which will be very helpful, because it will keep people alive. And then, when I decide that she's used up her usefulness and part of being a member of the team, I can always tell her to go away. Perfect. Oh, and of course she has a bunch of weapon points to distribute. Oh, I'm so glad. And just to make things fair, I'm gonna take away her sword. That way, her only job is to stand next to me and punch things. She can't actually, cause a difference in the fight. But she's our medic now, which is very useful to have. And just get rid of this sword. There. And now it's time to find actual wizards. Ooh, and we ran into our first little event that can happen. What's really cool about this mod is that there is like a random roll in the background every now and then to cause random events to occur. The first one I got in my regular adventures, I got a free character who was fully armed and armored with a bunch of stuff. So that was cool. But this doesn't seem to be as cool. As you march around the base of a hill, a shallow earthquake hits the area and the whole landscape starts to sway from under your feet. As you lose balance, you hear a great sound as part of the hill breaks free and starts to slide down towards you at a great pace. Excuse me. Oh, the earthquake. It's destroying my stomach, too. The dirt and rubble smothers a large proportion of your troops, although quick thinking from the rest prevents a real catastrophe from occurring. You're left with many injured to attend to. Okay, we're both wounded. Basically, we can't fight for, until we heal. That's great. I guess it gives me another good excuse to camp out. To let, taverns respawn. So that's kind of nice. Alright, I just actually drank one of my healing potions, and I'm gonna do a tournament here just so I can start those in the background. But in case you weren't aware of an easy way to do tournaments, what I usually do if I want to just cheese it to get the benefits from winning the tournament, is save here in the tavern, and then you can enter the tournament immediately, and then just reload if you lose. But a lot of the times in a tournament, it can be pretty easy to win, so you probably don't need to do it all that often. One thing I will say about tournaments in this mod, which is pretty cool, is that, or different at least, is that your equipment actually is, changes depending on what you have. So you actually get your regular equipment in a tournament, rather than what the game would normally give you, which is a bunch of very low tier stuff. So, obviously, it takes your weapons away, but you get all of your fancy armor, which is really cool. I think I just took out... No, he was a friend. That's good. So yeah, I'm just gonna fight through this tournament, and it shouldn't take me too long. Finally finished up that tournament, which gets me 500 dinars, which is basically nothing. But I get 20 renown and some extra reputation, which is great. And now we can continue looking for wizards. Oh, we got a tournament medal. You could just sell those. Okay, it's taken me probably 45 to 50 minutes or so of traveling around and fighting random battles to finally find our first wizard friend. Do you need do you have a magic? Yes. Money. There. That is wizard number 1 of presumably quite a few. Let's see just how many wizards I can hold. I can have 107 wizards. By the way, I did pick up some lead belchers just to see how they did in combat. Just for fun. And then once we get to a part where we don't need them anymore, I'll just get rid of them. And I have a level up, and this place has a tournament. So this is perfect. This is great news. Alright, no more wizards, but we do have a farmer here, which is worth speaking to. Let's see. Yes, there's brigands in his village. We can go clear them out for some reputation and some benefits, which is kind of nice. Langenfels. Oh, it's over here. We might as well do that to test our wizard out. Here, these 21 bandits. It should be interesting to see how my... Oh, there we go. Some time warp. The lead belchers are moving in. I mostly got the lead belchers because I wanted to see how they are in battle. It seems like my very expensive, very rare wizard is at the front lines. So, new job, which is Operation Don't Let the Wizard Die. Which is definitely something that I thought about when I started this. Is that all my wizards might just end up dead. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh. looks like the lead belches just shot me and exclusively me. But that's fine. Alright, once we get some cooler wizards, those about... Oh my goodness. Alright, and I'm gonna keep going around trying to find some more wizards. I'm sure it's gonna go really, really well, and I'm gonna find lots of wizards. Here we go. I have another wizard, a mercenary necromancer. Perfect. Another wizard. That's wizard number 2 of 107. This is going to go perfectly, and this is not going to take forever. And Augie Boggy Waskun is here, which is an amazing name for a character, and he is dressed about as fantastically as we could have hoped. Augie Boggy, do you want to come with me? I have never heard an orc call me sir before. Oh my god, he's a polite orc. That's interesting. Oh, and he's a healer. I need a new healer. Welcome to the party, Augie Boggy Waskun. I'm sure once we have a few more wizards on our side, we can leave some of these hangers on around where we left them, where we picked them up. Get rid of them. Get rid of the people who are not wizards. That's what I'm saying. Alright, we got a Tzeentch Chaos Sorcerer. Perfect. Currently, our army of wizards consists of a Necromancer, a Tzeentch Sorcerer, and a Wizard of the Light. So, we're definitely doing really, really well as far as everything goes here. And also an Empire Merchant, who has Empire stuff. Who would have thunk it? Alright, we've got another wizard, a Chaos Sorcerer. It's weird how the second I go to all the evil towns using my stealthy sneaky potion, I'm able to just get all the wizards that I want. It's kind of perfect. We've got a sorceress. Perfect. We've got now even more. We've got evil sorcerers and vaguely evil sorcerers. Perfect. And witch elves are not spellcasters. Cult masters are not spellcasters. Dark elf executioners are not spellcasters. Well, we're still doing pretty good on the wizard front. And a Bray Shaman. We're just finding all the fancy wizards and none of the regular wizards. Honestly, I couldn't complain. And an Ogre Gorger. What is an Ogre Gorger? Okay. I'm sure somebody who knows Warhammer more than I do would probably be much more excited about seeing an Ogre Gorger. Or confused. Maybe just as confused as me. But, oh well. I'm just seeing if there's any more wizards hiding here in the Beastman lands. Apparently not. Oh, and we do have a wizard. Oh, this is the special merchant. Okay, I was wondering when we run into this. So for reference, this is I feel like a pretty rare merchant that shows up that just has a ridiculous amount of very unique and cool weapons for sale. So we're going to help ourselves to some of these because I'm already cheating. I might as well cheat a little more. There we go. A bunch of unique equipment purchased. And maybe I can get my NPC friends to actually be wizards. I don't think they can right now, but I could always give it a shot. Let's level up Augie Boggy. Just a little bit. Yeah, because he's only level 3, so let's fix that. There we go. He's looking a little better now. And obviously because he's got all those skills now, we can basically get rid of our other friend. Once we get a better opportunity, I'll do that. They are still healing, so I'll give them a chance to, get on their feet before we kick them out of the group. Alright, it's time to take old Wizard Squad here and save some villagers from bandits. By villagers, I mean people living in the Caves of Decay and the Realms of Chaos. I'm sure they're actually safe. But, yes, this time I have 8-ish wizards with me, so this should be pretty effective. Please don't kill any of my wizards. Please don't kill any of my wizards. Stop attacking my wizards. Okay. It seems that one of my wizards has an attack spell that just wiped them all out. Very nice. That was easy. No, you need it. I have wizards. Okay, that was pretty impressive, but let's try something where we don't have an entire army of people on our back. We've got some Chaos Zealots here, and unfortunately, We got help from more Empire stuff, so Wizard Squad is once again gonna be outshined by all the Imperial Knights in the world. Oh, I bought some new toys, by the way. It's pretty effective. 177 damage, with a 52 damage buff from Mighty Blow. Infernal Gateway. I love seeing just how filled the screen gets with all of these, all these extra spells getting thrown in. Amazing. And just like that, it's done. Oh, that guy went super speed. Alright, let's keep hunting for something that's worthy of our might. We've got some deserters right here. Perfect. We're just about even numbers with them. We got the wizards all in their wizard line, joined by Woggy Boggy and 2 lead belchers. This is the best army that could ever be put together by mankind. And now we wait. Oh, also I bought a new horse. It's a little bit evil, but that's probably fine. Okay. Our wizards are just throwing up all the spells they can think of. Oh, we got 4 white champions added. Oh, neat. And that despair spell, I think, caused half of them to start to break ranks, which is amazing. I guess I'll just run through and do 500 damage with this polearm. Yeah, this is a good polearm. So, skill increases, I believe, are based on damage. So this weapon has a chance to just do 500 damage, which means, like you saw there a second ago, my skill just went up by 4 points, and just went up by another point. And I'm getting an extra, like, 35 damage off of all of the spells in the world. Come on, guys. Cast a few new spells. 8 ghouls are summoned. Oh my god. We definitely didn't have this many people previously. I don't know if the Winds of Magic are affected by how many wizards you have. It doesn't seem like it. Those lead belchers take forever to fire, and it doesn't feel like they ever do anything. Ooh, that was the death spell. Yeah, that's the death spell. Alright. Oh, that didn't look... One guy left. Who can kill this one guy? Look how big the army got over the course of the battle. How many people? Where did we get bears from? Alright, this fight should actually be interesting. There's 46 goblins here. Now, goblins, forest goblins, are actually scarier than you might think. Because, in my experience at least, they are very good at still wiping out really high-level armies. Because they have a bunch of wolf and spider riders that are faster than your cavalry, that do a lot of damage to your cavalry. I mean, when that happens, it's not as dangerous, but... Ooh! Overwhelming damage. That was really good. You see, if we keep doing that, then we're gonna be fine. I'm basically just gonna support on the flanks, try and tie up the enemy. Yeah, with Ignore, Soak, and the spells that my allies have up, I'm not taking a lot of damage right now. However... No, you stay away from my wizards. Thank you. Protect the wizards. Don't let the wizards die. They're more valuable than anything. Mostly because they took so much time for me to find. I've never seen the screen do that before. Oh, I think they all died to a spell. What? You need a little bit more sword action? Apparently you do. Are you shooting at me? That's a bit rude. Come back here. You survived that. Well, we got more allied undead being summoned. No. You don't get to shoot my
very powerful wizard block. Oh my god, and they've created even more of a front line of undead. Does anybody know where the last goblin is? There's like a single goblin left alive. There he is! Nope, that's a bush. Oh, there he is. There he is. There we go. 296 damage. Yes. And so much of that was Mighty Blow. Alright. Amazing. No casualties. 46 poor goblins killed. Oh boy. And a lot of money. I mean, we have infinite money. I mean, I can just do that and we have even more money, but still, that's quite a bit of money. Okay, right before I end things off for a little bit, because I have one last big thing that I want to do. I found an ogre who likes dogs and beating people up who wants $6,000 who can build his dog a new home. So, that's definitely happening. It doesn't matter. I'm sure he's not a wizard, and I don't care. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. He's an ogre that loves dogs. It's alright. And he's level 40, and is apparently really good at everything. Interesting. Ooh. There are book merchants in this mod, which is very good to know, because I definitely will take all of them. Oh, 56,000 gold, you say? I do have enough, but let's just make sure I have enough. Yeah, there should be enough. There we go. Alright, I think it's very clear now that yes, if you just build an army of wizards, in fact, 10 wizards, that's enough to do a lot of good work. But, it's pretty clear that I need to go a little bit farther than that. But it's going to take me a little longer to get the number of wizards I need. So I'm going to cut here, and then see you guys whenever I manage to get enough to make this very interesting. Okay, it's been a little bit of time and I've finally done it. We have an entire army of wizards. Let's take a look here. So, we've obviously got Darius Folsom, who is very, very well equipped. We've got Katya, who is now a wizard. And we have a couple of hangers-on still. Augie Boggy's still here, but he's also a wizard now. And we've kept these lead belchers because they're cool. We've kept Ogrelix because he loves dags. And we've got Gotrek and Felix, who obviously Gotrek kind of forced me to take him along, so we didn't have a choice in that matter. And I found 2 Gorals, which are giant ape men. So basically, aside from them, we have all wizards. We have wizards from Araby. We have necromancers. We have Tzeentch sorcerers, chaos sorcerers, dark elf sorcerers, bray shamans. We've got bright mage of the it's an elven bright mage actually. More Araby, more human wizards. We've got some Nippon witches. We've got an undead pirate wizard, 2 of them. They're very strong. Grey wizard, another Nippon Chaos Dwarf Sorcerer. We got some Skink Priests, which are fantastic. We've got 4 Dwarf Rune Lords who are interesting. We got some Damsels who can cast some spells. Ice Maidens of Kislev. We have some Night Goblin Shamans, which are very fun. Amethyst Chaos Sorcerer. Another High Elf Mage. Nurgle Chaos Sorcerer. Bright Sorceress. Gold Sorceress. Well, Wizard Master that we saved from a battle. We got Plague Priests, Plague Warlocks, and Warlock Engineers, which are all fantastic Skaven wizards. We've got a Gold Chaos Sorcerer, and another Undead Pirate Necromancer, and an Amber Skink Priest. This is not the full company that I could wield, but this is essentially so many, I was gonna say models, so many soldiers that they can't all show up on the battlefield at once, so it is essentially a full army of wizards. And as you'll see in a moment, you don't need more wizards than this. But yeah, basically, in case you want to do this yourself, here's just a little tip of how to do it. What I did was, using the teleport command, I would start over here in Nagaron, and check their tavern for wizards, and then go all the way down the coast, checking all this area. I would check these towns, I would check this region down here, and then I'd go and clean up all the islands, check Ulthuan, check the Chaos Dwarf colonies, check Sartosa down here, just on the off chance. And then basically finish by going all the way from the south to the north, just sneaking into towns that were evil, and just walking into towns that were good, and taking whatever wizards I could find, which was, as you can see, a productive plan, even though it took a long time. Obviously, if you were to do this without cheats, you would still be able to do the same thing. What I'd probably recommend is getting a boat from somewhere here in the Empire, if you're playing as a human or anything like that. And then traveling by boat all the way to Nagrand, and then slowly walking around here doing the same trek on foot. That way you'll run into more encounters, you'll have more time in between places, which will mean the wizards might respawn at a little faster rate for you, because you're giving them more time to show up. Whereas I just, at the end of my route, had to wait over here in Althor, because that's what I ended up choosing, for like 4 or 5 in-game days, just to make sure everything respawned. But obviously on foot, you're giving it more than enough time to respawn, so you'll be easily able to get all those wizards that you want. And the other ones that are available, because why not just purchase every wizard you can find? Now the other things I've done is get a little bit more equipment, because I've done all the tournaments. So basically by doing those 10 tournaments, I was able to get a whole bunch of very cool loot. I think I already had the Sword of Ruin and the Deathpiercer Lance, which are amazing. But I was also able to buy this Armor of Meteoric Iron, which is absolutely fantastic, with 70 body armor, 22 leg armor, and I was able to buy a word save, which means there's just another % chance that I just take no damage from an attack. Alright, here's the Demon Horde, this bloodletter. What do you want? Surrender or die? Prepare to die. He's got a fiery sword. That would be dangerous, but to be honest, I'm not that worried. And for this occasion, I have packed a very particular group of equipment. It's my regular gear, but yes, I have found a hound to ride upon. The perfect mount for this war. Now, you'll probably notice that there's a lot of spells happening. That's because, as far as I can tell, there's no change to the amount of spells that can be cast a turn. So if you just have a bunch of wizards, they can all cast spells. And they're all pretty good at it. Yeah, so they're all casting spells. And all the necromancers are summoning more and more zombies to fight. There we go, and just half the army melted from a single spell. That's the skink priests. They're pretty dangerous. Oh, we got Flamers of Zinch. Let's take them out. There we go. Get back here, you. Basically, my job is to just kind of distract the front lines. There we go, that was pretty effective. But by distracting the front lines a little bit, I can keep the wizards a little bit safer. Oh no, they brought zealots. Oh, what are they doing? What were they thinking? Those zealots won't be able to fight. Oh, Plague Bear. Let's just ride on through, take out the sword. All enemy troops who succumb will be killed. More things die. Conflagration of Doom. And we got some more things there. What's left? A single flamer? Is that it? And lanced. Amazing. Battle over. And we ride into the sunset with all our wizards and our dog. No casualties. No casualties at all. And basically all of the enemy taken down. Amazing. We could capture them if we want, but why bother? Are any of them wizards? I didn't think so. We have all the wizards. So yes, this has been my little excursion to see, can you make an entire army of wizards? The answer is yes, and if you could afford it, you probably should, because they annihilate anything on the field. I think that Darius Folsom is probably going to have a very easy time doing whatever he wants now. Which begs the question, what should he do next? If you guys want to see more of this, if you want to see Darius Folsom continue his wonderful magical adventure across all of the old world, go ahead and let me know by leaving a like and a comment on the video. Let me know, where should Darius invade? Who should he team up with? I could have gotten more wizards, but the problem is right now, Carl Franz really wants me to join the Empire and keep sending me messages. Do we accept Carl's invitation? Do we tell Carl to fuck off? Do we go join somebody else and fight by their side? Or does Darius just go and declare a super war on some random faction and decide that they should no longer be on this planet, and that should be Darius's lands instead? Go and let me know. And also, if you are interested in this, I'm thinking of doing some other crazy army compilations. I know that Araby has some very interesting units that it would be fun to make a full army of. And obviously, a good old peasant raid or super demon army could be fun as well. So let me know if you want any of those either. That's not very good English, but I don't need English anymore because I have wizards. But yeah, until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to be nice to other people and to be awesome out there. And I'll see you in the next one for more wizard adventures. Or whatever we do next.